like to introduce to you one of my most amazing transformers, Arlene. Woo! Arlene, give it up. I'm excited you're here, Arlene. Thank you so much for sharing your story today. Arlene, what brought you to me? What brought you to start or need to work with me or want to work with me?
Really migraines. I've had migraines. I'd had them since I was a child, really, since I think as early as 7. So it's something I really live with all my life. And about, I'd say 5 years ago, I started to realize how connected they were to my eating. And so I was doing some really what I would call dramatic measures to keep migraines at bay. And they worked when I could do them consistently, but they were so dramatic that it was hard to keep it consistent. I wanted to test the theory. Could I control migraines a different way than what I'd been doing so far?
And then tell me what happened.
It was pretty early on that you were like, no, I don't think it's what you think it is in terms of what some of the triggers are. And so we really focused on the chemicals, like eating real food, getting away from chemicals, preservatives, all those kind of things. And that was so freeing for me because I realized that, yeah, that's what it was.
But I love it. So we definitely worked on like peeling back what's the real problem, getting to the real root of it. And it was like, and I remember, I think it was 3 weeks in, I looked at my notes today and it was like 3 weeks in and you were like, I haven't had a migraine.
Yes. Oh my God. Like, because if you live with migraine, anyone who's had to live with them for a long period of time, they are so debilitating. I mean, I have my own business. So I got to the point where I couldn't like just go lay in the bed all day for stuff. Like a lot of times I had to do stuff, but doing things with a migraine is just terrible. Or so to start to have freedom from that and to also feel like I had control over it. It wasn't just like random. Like I'm just going to wake up in the morning and don't even know it. And now I have to deal with the whole day of activities while I have a migraine. So just that freedom and control was everything.
Tell me where you are now.
Yeah, because I think my main thing, I think when we started, I said, my big thing is migraines and anything else is like bonus. If, we get some other stuff done, great. But my big thing was to get the migraines controlled. And so now I really do feel like migraines are controlled. The other thing is I'm just more in tune with physically how I'm feeling. Like I used to kind of have a get it done mentality, which I still do to a certain extent, but I would get it done like come what may. Like I might be hungry, I might be thirsty, but it just felt like, let's just get it done. I would kind of ignore all the signals my body was giving me. So I feel like I'm more in tune to say, okay, yeah, you need to take a 5-minute break and go get some water, or yeah, you need to take a break and go grab a snack. So then you actually have sustained energy for the day, where I really had a pattern of just going hard at something. And then at the end of it, it's like, I'm out for a day because I've either worn myself out, I'm too tired, etc. So I feel like I'm more in tune. I'm definitely more active physically. And then eventually it's like it triggered something in me that you actually like to move, like you like to work out. It was probably been 20 years since I'd really done it consistently, but 20 years ago, prior to me having my daughter, I really worked out a lot. Like I danced, I was in tennis, I went to the gym, I was in step, like I was actually super active. And so starting it again kind of triggered that thing for me, like, oh my God, you actually enjoy this. This is not just a chore or something you have to do. You actually like it. Now I'm, consistently working out 4 to 5 times a week. And it's like real workouts, not my nerd fitness workouts. Like I'm sweating, like I'm lifting, I'm like doing cardio and tennis and riding my bike again. And so I've just really picked up a really active lifestyle. It doesn't feel, I guess, forced. So that's been amazing. Since I've been doing this, my husband's lost a lot of weight. My daughter's like much more active. She works out with me doing workouts. And so it's like I wasn't doing it for myself, but even in doing it for yourself, there's an added benefit even for your family.
And it sounds like you are doing all of those things and you're really happy with where you are and just creating a love for yourself in a whole different way than you had before. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting how far I feel like I've come from when we started working together. And, Brittany, thank you so much for all your support and your help and your ideas and insights. There were so many, I can't remember how many calls we had where you'd say something. I was like, oh, I just never thought of it that way because, when we're stuck, it's the reason I love coaching other people in other areas. It's like when you're stuck in something, you really can be stuck in a a mindset more than anything else. And by changing that, then it's easier to change your habits and your behaviors. And so I appreciate that you work on the mindset. There were so many conversations where I literally was like, oh my God, like that's exactly what I've been thinking, or that's what I've been saying to myself, or yeah, that's what's been in the way of things. So yeah, it's been a really fun transformation. I've learned a lot that I think I can apply to my health and wellness, but also just to life in general, about doing hard things and just kind of what you need to move you forward. And so I've learned a lot. It's been really, really good.
Knowing all the things that you've learned and how your goals have changed and evolved, and just how you've become more of yourself, like your true self, what would you tell somebody who has all those barriers now? Like, if you know, those barriers to wanting to do better, but they want to do it, but they're like, I don't know, and all these things, and so they're thinking about possibly coming on with me, but they're on the fence. What would you tell them?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't overthink it. I would just do it, because I think all the mindsets and patterns we have right now are what's getting in the way. And so you may not be able to reason yourself there, but you always know internally, like, whether it's the Holy Spirit or whatever you believe internally, what when you need something different to make a change. And I feel like you really were able to kind of interrupt the patterns I had before and help me create totally new patterns going forward, even things that I wasn't thinking about when we started working together. So I wouldn't overthink it, because I think a lot of times we're in the wrong mindset anyway. And so our thinking isn't even, it's not going to get us there. And that's what I thought. I was like, I would not have been this far had we not started working together. It wouldn't have happened. There was too much in the way. I didn't realize how much was in the way of me getting from where I was to where I wanted to be. So I'd say don't overthink it, just do it. It's probably something you've been thinking about for years already, or months, or however long. It's like, don't waste another day thinking about something that could actually help you transform your life. So I would stop thinking about it and just do it, and kind of trust the process, lean in, trust the process, and let God work through you, and those results. So
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Arlene. We are so proud of you. If you're watching, give her claps and thumbs up, give her shout outs. And we are so proud of you for all that you've been able to do with and for yourself and for your health, for your family, creating a legacy of health. And as you continue to move on, you'll keep putting one foot in front of the other. I am super duper proud of you. And look, if this is you, if you heard Arlene's advice, she said, look, stop overthinking it. Just do it. Just do it. Move forward, take the steps, and go ahead and do it. So the first step that you need to do is go ahead and create an appointment click the link and create an appointment. Create an appointment. We'll do a discovery call. We'll talk about exactly what you need, and I'll create a program specifically for you and what you need, so that way you can get to your goals and exceed your goals more than ever before. Look, you should be the next transformation story. Don't miss out. Thanks so much for listening. Peace. Bye.